Hey, Frank. Well, we've done so many stories about how our exploding population really puts a strain on first responders. Tonight, 10 Investigates' Emerald Morrow has looked into this. She finds that calls for service in Temple Terrace are up year over year, and in some cases, that is true for response times as well. Now, part of the solution is getting a new station, but paying for it could come down to your vote in November.
Tell me, what's a fire station without water?
Ironically, you visited on a day where last night we had a water main break. Our water feeder into the station burst underneath the concrete bay, so we had to shut the water off.
And for a few days, using temporary restrooms and different places for showers.
So this station's, roughly 40 years old, so this is one of those stations that would be either replaced or be identified as needing to be rehabbed.
The situation shines a glaring spotlight on the department's needs, especially as more and more people move to the area.
This particular area of Temple Terrace is one of the busiest areas in Hillsborough County as far as emergency response.
And 10 Investigates found since 2020, the number of people who call this department for help grows by 5 to 7% each year.
Why is it that this particular area is so busy? Is there a reason?
It's I think there's a lot of apartment complexes. You have USF, you have Busch Gardens area. You have a lot of people that are moving in and out of the area.
The department has added an inspector and hired more people to staff a new transport rescue. They've also added 3 new battalion chiefs, but there's still an area where they struggle.
One of the areas that we have a little bit longer response time is the area just a little bit east of us off of the 301 Temple Terrace Highway area. Due to some annexation, and also that's where a lot of our industrial park is and our Amazon facility is, and the call volume in that area is just continue to increase.
The department says it needs a new station to keep response times low. The city recently bought land to build it, and they're counting on money from Hillsborough County's community investment tax to help cover the cost for planning and construction.
Why is it so important?
Because it allows us to continue with our infrastructure, our public safety, our transportation, our community facilities and all. And right now we all are paying for it today.
In November, voters will decide whether they will continue paying for it through 2041. As of now, Temple Terrace is set to get $53.9 million, with $16 million going to the fire department. $9.5 million will go toward building that new station.
What's at risk if the CIT does not pass?
Every vehicle we've purchased since I've been here have been through CIT funds. If the voters don't vote for the CIT, obviously we're still going to need fire stations, we're still going to need fire apparatus. So we're going to need to identify a means of funding, whether it's to raise taxes and or fees, but somehow we're going to need to get that money in.
Emerald Morrow, 10 Investigates.
Voters in Hillsborough County have paid the 0.5% community investment sales tax since 1996. And according to the county, that money has paid for 784 capital improvement projects, and that includes 24 fire stations. Frank?
Big impact indeed. By the way, you can learn more about that community tax and check out other stories from Temple Terrace in our free 10 Tampa Bay Plus app. Look for the community section there.